This video app review is brought to you by the iPhone appreview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhone appreview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review. This time take a look at an application called Pass the Exam that's available for $3.99 in the App Store. This application is entirely based around educating its users via flashcards is the best way that we know how to describe it. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and boot this thing up. The first time that you load Pass the Exam, which is by the developer of the same name, by the way, in case you were wondering, the first time that you boot this up, you are going to have to sign up for an account, which is something that we have already done. The beauty of this is that you can use the same account on both the mobile editions of this application, so that means iPhone and Android, but you can also log into the desktop application. It's a mobile web app, or not so much a mobile web app as it is just a web app that you can boot up in your browser on your computer, and then modify folders, etc., etc., which we'll talk more about in just a second, but just to kind of give you a basic example of how this works, this is the home page, which works by basically giving you links to the other tabbed sections of the application, which you can also hit using this sort of stock iOS tab thing along the bottom. Excuse me for knocking my camera there. So the basic idea is that you load different folders, which we can take a look at using the editor. So I have the option to create a folder, update a folder, delete a folder, or share a folder. You can load folders that people have sent to you by simply going share a folder, send a folder, which you can do, or receive a folder. By hitting this, you have a pop-up menu that arrives that says enter the code you got from the sender. The way the application works is it provides your shared folders with a specific code that you can send to those that need them, and then the application automatically downloads these from the the application servers. Our only real problem with that is the fact that there's no direct integration between the different editions of the application. I can't say create a folder on the desktop app, which is very simple using a keyboard, and then automatically load it up in both editions of the mobile application, which is a huge drag. We wish we could just do that straight via the cloud or something like that, but that's not the way it works, so that's sort of a bummer there. However, the application itself works quite well. Excuse me while I scratch my thumb. Then we'll go into this. You can do a couple different modes. You have training, which you can simply do play to learn, or do training mode, where it kind of does some repetitions and gets you really familiar with the material. Or you can do an exam, which we're going to do just quiz all chronologically, just to kind of show you how this works. You select your folder, which we have this demonstration folder, and then you select a side to begin with. I think I did side A last time, so we're going to do this. The application serves up through this nice little interface the one side of the card, and then so I have maison, which I believe the question is, what is the French word for house? But if you want to hear this side of the card, you can hit audio. Maison, in a very French accent there. So you have that, which is nice. If there's any image or video associated with the card, these will be here, which there's a German Shepherd card in here, which we'll see in just a second. But you simply hit that and it pops up, or for video, you click it and then it pops up and plays the video. So then you turn the card over and then you say whether or not you got it right in this sort of bikey learning language style flashcard setup. And of course the interface is very nice looking. And of course I did get that one being a French speaker. And this is a chemical for some compound, I don't remember what it is. So in that instance I didn't remember there was benzene, so I simply hit that I did not get it right, and so on and so forth. So let's just go through these and I will show you as quickly as I can sort of how they work. Yes. And of course if you were actually studying for this, you would of course be doing it much slower than I am doing. So there you go, and then at the end you do get statistics that show you how well you did. And of course if you're answering this correctly, you would get actual results, which can then be viewed under statistics for that folder. So that's a nice way to do that. Our only complaint not our only complaint, I do want to mention one more thing before we get there, is the fact that to create a new folder, you simply hit create folder and then type in a folder name and a description, and then from there you can actually change the cards themselves quite easily. For instance, I can go in here and actually click the magnifying glass, and then I have all of the cards right here, which I can simply click to edit. So that is the basics. That's pretty much everything you need to know about Pass the Exam. We think it's a brilliant utility used to study on both your iPhone, or if you have an Android, which we'll be reviewing too. For that site, the Android Apps Review, our sister site, we'll be reviewing that there. Depending on which platform you are on, this is a great way to study. The price is just about right on the iPhone edition, not so much on the Android one, but the price is spot on, and in general it's a great way to study. So at the end of the day, even though we don't like the lack of syncing or the lack of cloud support, we do have to give it a solid 4 out of 5 star rating. We think it's a great way to go, the interface looks great, and if you're just looking for something with a lot of control on your end, it's hard to find something better than Pass the Exam. So with all that in mind, again, a 4 out of 5 star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. And that's all I have to say about it. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. But we'll see you guys later. Bye.